The beauty of Love to be Bright Green is that it makes things possible for so many of us. There are things that I dream about that I see can actually happen. They're things I've been wanting for a very long time. So I can actually see that it could be possible, maybe it really is possible, that we could shift into an economy that prioritizes well-being, that invests in people and invests in the work that generates well-being. I can actually see coming out of it an economy that is based on investing in people rather than extracting from people. So it's based in equity, in investments, rather than debt, which is really taking and sometimes could be tantamount to stealing from people. These are kind of like the very big things that I see. What I also see is that it's possible, what I know is that it's possible to change the landscape actually remarkably quickly. We hear so many stories of how the world is in a desperate state and how it's impossible to solve these problems, or it's possible to solve them, we've got all the answers, but nobody has the will to do it. But actually there are examples all over the world of the most remarkable changes that have already taken place, and very often a huge area that is pure desert can be turned into a kind of green oasis in a matter of 10 years or less. That is very, very fast. So Love to be Bright Green to me is a way that we make that kind of thing possible all over the world, wherever it's needed. And it doesn't require the government to get there first. It requires people on land to take choices that are good for them and good for the land and do something that makes a difference. Another thing that I see becoming possible is that some of the great tragedies of the modern world, the destruction of our iconic and fundamental forests, the forests that keep the health of the whole planet in balance, I believe that it is possible that we can change the tide in relation to those. We can make it more profitable to keep the trees where they are and to leave the forest untouched than it is to log and to clear and to grow other things in those places. I would love to see that happen. I would love to see that as a result of people becoming more engaged with the land and becoming more regenerative, that flows back into their lives. One of the beautiful things about the regenerative farmers that I've met is that they always say, you can't do this by a formula and you can't do it by the numbers. You actually have to engage in it with your heart. You have to really care. You have to really listen to the land. You have to care about the land. You have to observe it. And it's a relationship. It's not me doing something to it. We are in relationship with each other, and I have a role to play and it has a role to play. So it creates a kind of respect. And if you have that respect for the land, you will naturally have a similar kind of respect for people. So it flows into your behavior as a human being. And I would love to see that kind of change where we have more respect for each other. We're better at caring for each other. And it comes out of a natural, healthy relationship with the land.